mid-game will close this one out. EVOS will be eliminated from playoff contention.
Mục tiêu của vài top 4 của em đã hết rồi, nên ngày mai em sẽ trả thù Fnatic để không để thua.
Rasta, the hero of Fnatic, will steal there at number 2. The undefeated find defeat, and Fnatic serve it up. Quadra kill for Uzi, 8-0-3. Royal never give up. 2-0 on the day. A single turret of the Nexus, staying between Liquid and staying alive.
Other Chris.
And a kill comes through, and Liquid stays alive.
The last day it could go one of two ways. You know, we could completely flop, or we could play out of our minds.
虽然说我们输了2场，不过最后一天的比赛我们还是会全力以赴。
昨天可以说是就是最难的一天比赛日了吧，因为打 FW 跟 KD 嘛，相信在最后一天的比赛日里面，也是可以继续获得连胜的。
Uzi with an expert dodge to get away. Uzi was so good there, using his ultimate to dodge the skill shot.
남아있는 시간 동안 제 폼도 다 끌어올리면서 나머지 경기 다 좋게 마무리하고 싶어요.
All of my teammates have tried exceptionally hard to make it to Paris, and I have no intention of letting them down.
Try and split the map or get jungle 1v1s.
You've got to remember that Ezreal is still available for RNG. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a priority, but it's not. One of the most regularly banned junglers against EVOS is this Graves, and I'm curious as to the direction that MLXG will look to go, as we have seen him bring out the Lee Sin in the past in this matchup.
Definitely true. MLXG has been up and down this tournament, and I like that EVOS are putting their star player, Yijin, here in a position to succeed and try and play off of that role. Usually he'll also work with Stark, but as you said, Ezreal left up and Ezreal picked.
Yeah, and of course that Karma flex by Xiaohu and Ming have played it once this group stage already. This will be Yijin's first Graves, so EVOS have to start making some guesswork into where they think that Karma is going to go as they're going to round out their phase 1 picks shortly.
The thing is, I really don't want to see Stark on Ornn again. It is his most played champion so far this tournament, but the most competitive ones are where we've seen him on things like the Camille. I feel like those split push champions suit him best, but they put more faith in their jungler being the damage dealer, and they just want some engage from top.
Yeah, and I mean, he even was getting solo kills with Ornn.
That is true.
His lane phase was pretty good. There were also some problems arising when he had to completely leave the lane and went down to 100 CS very early on, but he is going to be the front line this time around. They locked in the Rise for some mobility from mid lane. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, though, MLXG taking the Zac is going to be a different potential there. It's just that it's very difficult, especially if you're against something like Karma speed up and a mobile Ezreal AD carry.
Yep.
Those things become very hard to lock down.
We've also seen Ronopi use that stun very effectively earlier on in the group stage, and now we know that it is the Karma support because Xiaohu has locked in Zoe for the mid lane.
Now, we have seen Zoe and Ezreal as a duo multiple times now over the last 2 games, largely because it is a very strong poke siege setup. The fact that you have such long-range harassment, you can have it from so many different angles. Normally you pair it up with something like a Morgana, but a Karma can do a very similar job. And basically, whenever the enemy team groups up, you do not want to let them engage. You just want them to stand around trying to get close while you just keep throwing random stuff at them. You gradually hit them in the face and double tier with a 2-item Zoe. You take a lot of poke damage.
Definitely agree. RNG going to try and get to their first item and then start taking advantage of that poke. The other thing about the bottom lane with Ezreal and Karma is it's so frustrating to gank early on.
Yes.
They should be able to stay very safe. And Uzi has been so good at farming up advantages in lane. Seems like he almost never misses the CS.
All you really have to do is dodge the Tarek stun, and then you're pretty much good to go because you have the speed up, you have the Ezreal jump, like so many tools in your kit to avoid a lot of the potential bot lane plays. And to add insult to injury, there's a Gangplank ultimate there to dissuade any potential gank.
Yep, I definitely expect Yijin on the Graves to be playing the top triangle half of the map here. Helping out Stark, maybe possibly even setting up a Warzone, the Rise, one of the champions that could definitely set up triangle of the map. You're invading the jungle, it sets him up to play off of these laners.
Exactly, and you can put the Zac behind because right now RNG have no idea that this invade is happening, and the fact that MLSG is doing a full clear towards his bot side, it's not only one of the advantages of Zac, but it could end up costing him once he realizes, I've got nothing left.
Well, Yijin gonna take an exit path up here through the top side.
Actually gank.
Yeah, there's a possibility if Stark decides to go aggressive, but you don't want to unnecessarily reveal yourself just for a little bit of damage.
Exactly that, Kobe. I do not agree with this because now you give MLXG full information as to what you've just done. So you would expect him typically to move towards the bottom side of the map, but clearly MLXG is saying, oh.
Yeah, I definitely agree because his bottom lane is pushing right now. You know, the Uzi and Ming lane, double ranged. But on Zac, he definitely don't want to get caught on the opposite side of the map, so he makes his way outside.
The important thing to note is Warzone is with them. He does have the ultimate as well, but EVOS have no idea that MLXG is lying in wait.
No, they don't. Let me will be the sacrificial lamb. MLXG just goes, peace, I'm out. He uses that elastic slingshot, and that's just an easy kill here. In fact, donated to Yijin.
That is the most classic nope that we have seen. Xiaohu roaming to the bottom side, though, on the opposite end of the map to help out with a little bit of zoning here for the turret take.
Oh my word. Poor Let Me.
Yep.
Didn't have his flash from earlier on in the game. He thought, hey, I've got my jungler here. I can push. I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, 2 members show up.
And do you know what? Poor Stark, because Vedius, you were saying you didn't want to see him on Ornn, but he's very comfortable on that champion. He keeps fighting on that Ornn the whole time.
And he doesn't have the ultimate cooldown up right now. There we see MLXG being like, I recognize that this situation is dire for you, let me. However, how about you let me get out of here?
But
does he always do this?
He does, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
You know, I did the Rage Blade one earlier. I didn't even.
Pushes away to safety. RNG will get the TP, will get the flash from Ron OP, and most likely this mid tower.
And they can just poke at this tower. They don't have to rush anything right now. They've got a Gangplank pushing on bottom side.
Oh, they have indeed. Paddle stop to the face! Get dunked! Ron not so OP. Arcane shift over to the side. Uzi escapes with his life. RNG first kill.
This is the very classic Zoe Ezreal combo that we've been seeing a lot so far in this tournament. The hard engage.
Okay, but how much damage is there on the side of EVOS? It's a fight along the front. Ming is down. Ron OP maker rather, as well as Xiaohu. Now the teleport finishes from Let Me. Warzone's trying to zone MLXG away. Slay got chunked out and he's killed by Uzi. It's a 1-for-2 in favor of RNG.
And this is a Ezreal with red buff, and they've got lane priority. So RNG, even though it's a trade here where they're able to get 2 kills for 1, they can also push on turret.
There's no flash for Warzone. He's going to get shut down if RNG chase. They decide against it. Warzone steps a little bit further forward. I think he's feeling very eager. Uzi finds Yijin, end of the line. There's not going to be enough damage. Uzi gets another kill, and Baron's going to spawn shortly. Are they going to try that?
RNG finding pick after pick. Feel like going for a Baron would be quite risky this early into the game. They don't have the fastest Baron taking team, especially with the Zoe and the Ezreal, but that'll become a lot easier as the game progresses. EVOS trying their best to find a successful fight. Unfortunately for them, it does not pay off.
Yeah, Uzi has Muramana transformation already, Trinity Force completed, and 2,100 gold in his pockets.
Oh man, as well as some free-ass boots. Got those for a little while, completes the Greaves, picks up his second tier, as well as the Lost Chapter as well. RNG 4,000 gold up. Next Dragon is a mountain, Baron is an objective, and this just got very split up for EVOS.
Right, I mean, EVOS, we talked about, they are looking for the hard engage, and they want to pull it off very quickly. Juan OP, though, taken down at the very beginning of the fight, even though EVOS were able to focus down Xiaohu.
Yeah, Slay, he kind of got split off from the rest of his team, and Uzi was like, I can win this 1v1. And Slay was like, but don't, please. Please don't. And Uzi's like, but...
historically accurate. Slay's got no flash available, and MLXG was charging up that slingshot. By the way, Stock flashed for that one. Uzi was able to escape with the arcane shift, and now all of a sudden, the Bastion will buy some time. Shutdown, that's very good for EVOS. Collateral damage picks up the kill, and now it's 5-on-4.
Good job there from EVOS, but they have to watch out.
All right, Drowsy onto Yijin. Where's the paddle star? Here comes MLXG. Paddle star tags Yijin and Ron OP.
Now in the side lane should be able to prep for RNG. And, whoop, never mind.
No, definitely not. Cosmic Raids will buy some time here for Ron OP and Yijin. They get a stun onto MLXG, but nothing else. Down in the river, Stark is being chased down by Levy. Here comes MLXG. Stretching Strike is going to be interrupted by the Buster Shot. Realmore brings Warzone into the fight, but Yijin is down. 50% HP, 4,000 hit points. There's no smite, remember. Going to be secured here by RNG. And Royal Never Give Up will turn to fight. Stretching Strike onto Stark. Good damage on MLXG. Warzone forced to run away. Cannon Barrage comes out. Warzone still alive for a few seconds longer before Uzi takes him out. Now Stark's on the front line, forced to jump backwards. Yijin's not done. He dashes forward. Stun comes out from Ron OP and now slays the target. He's going to get caught. Tag, slip, taken down by Uzi. Yijin will be the next to fall if RNG chase. They decide against it. They've got the Baron and more towers.
Yep, they're not going to stop with just that. Here come 5 members of RNG with a double-stacked Baron minion.
Oh man, the inhibitor turret will be the target. Where is the defense? Yijin and Stark, the last members, guarantee themselves that top 4 seed. Oh!
Slapped in the face.
Oh, that is actually disgusting damage. But with the Void Staff, Nomicon, are you kidding me? Uzi sends his regards. The RNG fans in Berlin erupt in cheers. And in a 5 versus 4, Royal Never Give Up on taking down the base. Warzone will be the target. He's pushed away from the Nexus. And the 5-man stack of RNG are onto the Nexus turrets. Only Warzone and Stark remaining. Call of the Forge God did nothing. The Nexus turrets are falling. And RNG will take down EVOS. RNG qualify for the semifinals in Paris.
Very dominant and convincing win coming off the back of RNG. Very much what you would like if you are a fan of RNG, especially going into the semi-finals. The remaining games today still mean a lot in terms of seeding, but also battling for that 4th and final semi-final seed.
Especially in this tournament where the top spot and the trophy are so much in contention, and you feel like multiple different regions have a very good shot at it. RNG putting themselves right up near the top of the standings.
Really, really well played. Clean, controlled. There was opportunities for EVOS. They were not so insurmountably behind that their team composition could not work. But unfortunately, just some of those picks, some of the mispositioning on the map hurt them. EVOS are now 1-2.